They're not paying rent. Trillions of microscopic organisms, they're in your gut bacteria. It's not just that we lose our beneficial species, it's that opportunistic, selfish microbes start to rise in power. And what happens next affects every system in our body. This is the silent engine of aging, your gut flooding your system with microscopic fire. What if I told you the biggest driver of aging isn't your genes, it isn't your lifestyle, it's not even your environment, it's something living inside you right now, and they're not paying rent. Trillions of microscopic organisms, they're in your gut bacteria. They're quietly turning against you, and science now shows they're not just aging you, they may be accelerating your decline cell by cell. This is the startling new discovery about your microbiome and aging and what you can do to fight back. I'm Gary B. I've spent the last 20 years deep into the world of anti-aging and longevity, but it didn't start out as just a passion. It started with a wake-up call, my own. Years ago, I was diagnosed with a cancer-related disease, and that moment changed everything. It pushed me to search for answers, real answers, and I spent a small fortune chasing the truth in wellness, testing products, interviewing experts, and working with some of the biggest names in the longevity space, finding the root causes of illness. Now, I'm here just to share all that I've learned with you so you don't have to waste your time, money, or health on snake oil and hype. There's no gimmicks, there's no BS, just real evidence-based ways to help you feel your best and age with strength, clarity, and purpose. We've been told that our gut microbiome is our ally. A thriving ecosystem of over 100 trillion microbes breaking down fiber, producing nutrients, supporting immunity. But according to scientists like Dr. Dario Valenzano at the Leibniz Institute on Aging, that alliance is fragile. And as we age, the microbiome changes, and not for the better. It's not just that we lose our beneficial species, it's that opportunistic, selfish microbes start to rise in power. And what happens next affects every system in our body. This shift is called disbiosis. It's a breakdown in diversity and function in the gut microbiome, and researchers are now calling it the hallmark of aging. But here's what's really, really wild. We're learning that disbiosis doesn't just reflect aging, it may actually cause it. And according to Dr. Felipe Cabrero from the University of Cologne, we now have a lot of evidence from many different organisms that the gut microbiome has a key role in regulating aging. This means your microbes may be driving the very process of aging, not just riding shotgun. Until we reach about age 50, your gut is dominated by helpful species. These are some of the names. I'm going to try it here. Ruminococci, Lachnospiraceae, Bacteroideaceae, but after that, they start disappearing, probably because we can't pronounce them. What takes their place? Microbes you picked up from your environment. These are opportunists that don't work with your body, they work against it. According to Lena Best at the University Hospital at Schleswig-Holstein, the gut microbiome shifts from a mostly cooperative community to one where competing microbiomes, they take over. They're not here to help you, they're here to win. In your youth, your gut barrier keeps everything contained. They stay in the lumen behind mucus walled off from your bloodstream. But when dysbiosis sets in, that wall starts to crumble. Microbes leak out. The immune system panics. It thinks it's under attack. It triggers chronic system inflammation. This is what researchers now call inflammaging. Dr. Amy Parker from the Quadram Institute explains that with microbial changes, we see the development of chronic low-level systemic inflammation. This can contribute to tissue and organ decline. This is serious, guys. This is the silent engine of aging, your gut flooding your system with microscopic fire. But here's the big scientific debate. Does dysbiosis cause the immune system to break down, or does your aging immune system let dysbiosis happen? Well, to find out, Dr. Selena Stahl at Ulm University did something really brilliant. She took stem cells from old mice and transplanted them into young mice with wiped immune systems. The result? The young mice developed an old microbiome. Yeah, that's an old microbiome in young mice. This tells us the immune system is the gatekeeper, and once it ages and loses control, your microbiome spirals into chaos. In another experiment, Dr. Cabrero's lab studied progeroid mice. These are genetically modified animals that age 5 to 7 times faster due to POLG gene mutations that affect mitochondrial repair. These mice aged rapidly, losing muscle, fur, and vitality, but also they showed dysbiosis, colon inflammation, immunosenescence. In short, their entire system fell apart. and the gut was at the heart of it. So what can you do? Can you slow the clock? Here's the good news. While we can't stop aging, we can influence how our gut and immune system age together. Here's how to fight back by science. Eat more fiber. Prebiotic-rich foods, feed the good guys. Think garlic, onions, oats, and greens. Avoid ultra-processed food. They feed the competitive inflammatory microbes. Exercise regularly. Movement improves gut motility and diversity. Sleep deeply. Poor sleep dysregulates immune and gut function. Use probiotics and fermented foods strategically. Only evidence-backed strains. Limit unnecessary antibiotics. They wipe out our microbial diversity. Manage your stress. Cortisol alters gut lining and composition. You're not just feeding your gut, you're shaping how you age. We've been at war with aging for centuries. We focused on skincare, supplements, workouts, but the real battlefield, it's microscopic. Your gut is ground zero for how fast or how well you age. And the sooner you learn to support your internal ecosystem, the longer you might stay vibrant, sharp, and strong. This episode changed how you think about aging. Drop a like, a hit, and a subscribe, and share with others. And I'll see you next time.